Hey guys, Kira, and welcome back to another episode of K Factory with me. I thought I was going to fall for a second there. Welcome back. And where we left off, we were doing immersive engineering stuff, and that's where we're going to pick right back up. So I went ahead and got the clay that we needed. I also got some more life points, blood, whatever you want to call it over there, because I was running a little low, because I didn't feel like waiting to do it by hand with the bucket, so I just did it with the water sigil, which of course is like, oh, I don't know, 4 times the, no, more than 4, 5, 6, 7 times the price. It's 50 versus 350, so, but I was impatient. I spent my time killing zombies, which ended up going, it did what I needed to do. So I got a stack of clay, but I'm going to be using a little over half a stack of that, and I made, bricks. So now we have everything that we need to make the, blast bricks. So let's go ahead and put this here. I believe it's this way. Yep. Yay, blast brick. And I'm going to go ahead and grab our engineer hammer. I made a chest to put all the engineering stuff in there because I would forget otherwise. And we're going to go ahead and need some iron, and we're going to need some, not coal, but coal coke. There we go. Now, before we start that, I'm going to go ahead and claim this because it's going to give me magma bricks for some reason. Like, I need that. I'm going to shove it in there. Oh, I have magma blocks. Not enough, but I have some, but now they're going to go up there. Cool. Our steel ingot says that steel is a little bit more expensive here. 3 iron for 1 steel. So at least until you get to the arc furnace. So this is actually going to be a good encouragement for us to get the arc furnace. We want a 1-to-1 ratio, but we're going to get a 3-to-1 ratio, which isn't the worst thing in the world considering how much iron that we have, because we have 1,152 blocks or 10,371 ingots. I think we're okay. I think we can afford to use 3 for 1 right now, up until we need a lot of this. But I'm going to go ahead and just place it, like, back here. It don't really matter where I put it. I'm going to put it here. Oops. Break that. Okay. Put it here. And like I said, it's just built exactly the same as you would the coal coke oven. You just slap it and then really hot top it. Cool. And all you do is just throw the coal coke, throw your iron in there, and this does take a minute. Just like this takes a while, this takes a while. So, I'm going to grab that and put it over here. Okay. Yeah, they pretty much run the same speed. So, but for the quest, we just need the 1. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is we can do some of the extra quests here, or we can start working on getting the stuff for the water wheel. Let's see. So for the water wheel, all we need is that steel ingot and then some water wheel segments, which is just a bunch of treated wood, which I actually made a stack and a half. I went ahead and did that with the bucket because that's pretty easy. Yes, a little low. I made a stack and a half, and then we had 16 left over, so almost 2 stacks worth. So we're going to not need to do that right now while we wait for that iron, or we could, because it won't take long. Yeah, why not? Alright, so for the water wheel, like I said, you just need the 1 steel ingot, and that's 4 water wheel segments, and each segment is 4 sticks and 3 of the planks. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab everything. So it's just 3 of the planks and then 4 sticks. And we're going to do that 4 times. There we go. Really easy. And then all we need is go ahead and grab one of those steel ingots, and we got ourselves a water wheel. Boop. Thank you. And boop. There we go. So we got an advancement. So that'll give us a thermoelectric generator as well as a charging station. So it says you can attach up to 3 water wheels to 1 kinetic dynamo. I knew that. Make water flow all around it to make the most out of it. And if it's not generating power, break and place the water wheel again. Which sometimes that'll happen, sometimes it won't. Doesn't really matter. Oop, I'm getting a lot of things. Okay. And what it gave us is a charging station, so we can use this if we have, like, I believe at least it's handheld tools. Put it in there and it'll charge it. And then the thermoelectric generator, one side's lava, one side, it's either water or ice, or either works. I'm not 100% sure. I believe it's just water. If you do that, and you can do it to all 4 sides if you want to, it'll just create energy, just do the temperature differences that both of those offer. So that's really nice. So now what we can actually do is we can take our water wheel, we can take our kinetic dynamo, and also our LV, because why not? And we can hook all this up, and I would also need a bucket for water. Or I can get the... Oh, I have Why did I forget about my tank? Just need to go to water. There we go. Cool. So I have a tank full of water. So we could go ahead and do that to create energy, but here's the thing. What are we even going to power? There's no use setting this up if we're not going to be powering anything, so let's look ahead. So this opened up quite a few things. Steel ingot opened up fermenter, this opened the metal press, this opened the squeezer, and the pump jack. So we got a couple things, and the assembler. Got quite a few things that opened up here. So the main line is going to go down with the squeezer. That's what it's wanting us to start with. And I believe that's because it wants us, yeah, there's the arc furnace and the crusher. So you need squeezer and the crusher and all that to make the arc furnace. So let's do that. Or at least let's start on that. So first things first is we need the squeezer. So squeezer can make HOP or hop granite dust from coke dust, so it's an 8-to-1 ratio, and plant oil from plants and seeds, which is usually what it's used for, but I think we're going to use it for both. I just normally use it for the plant oil. So the projector can guide you on how to build this multi-block structure. So we'll grab the projector in a minute, but we're going to actually need all of this stuff. So we're going to need a piston. Pistons are easy. I know how to make those. So it is just, is it going to give it, nope, goes straight into my tank. 1, 2, 3. We're going to need a iron ingot. We're going to need a redstone dust and some wood. I'm actually going to need 4 cobblestone. I always want to say it's 3, but that's because I keep confusing it with 3 planks. Boop and boop. Alright, 1 piston. Do that. And, alright. I'm just going to say, because I've had this with quest books in the past, whenever there's immersive and just similar stuff like that. It's going to say I'm completing multiple quests when I'm really not, because it's just detecting the stuff you build it. So here the metal press also uses a piston. So it's just going to say that I'm completing it when I'm really not, because I won't have the materials for it. So it gets a little confusing. Because, like, if I get everything here, and then it's like, oh, you also completed this other quest. Technically, but I have to make all that stuff again. So, just don't be alarmed when multiple things pop up. So, we're also going to need 2 fluid pipes, which I thought I had fluid pipes, but I might have used them all for that. Yeah, no, I have them. Cool. See, 2 fluid pipes. We're going to need a redstone engineering block, which is iron sheet metal. So we're just going to need some iron plates. So 4 will make 4, that's good. Redstone and a copper ingot. So I'm going to go ahead and just take like a whole... I was going to say stack, but let's actually just stick to like 16. Because it does 1 at a time, unfortunately, of the iron ingots. And then we can make those into plates. Now, is there anything else that needs to be made into plates? No, just iron. That's what it appears to be at least. Here, do we need steel? Nope. That's just wood. That's just steel. Okay. Yeah. So we just need to do it with the iron. So we're going to go ahead and go do that real quick. And we'll let that sit. Woo. Okay. So we're going to make this stuff. So this has gotten to the point. So I know we're not anywhere near the end of the episode. I'm just going to talk about what I'm already thinking. Since we're getting into actually making the material or the machines now, other than the basic ones down there, we're going to have to start making our factory when I technically haven't even finished this one. Oh gosh. So I'm gonna have to start. I'm thinking in between episodes, between this one and the next one, I'm gonna start building over there, or at least start like organizing. I've done immersive engineering enough times where I know at least what the basics are that I need. So if I'm making an arc furnaces are not that bad. What's difficult is if it wants us, there it is, a diesel generator. Diesel generators are much better for power. So all it does is it takes, well, obviously it runs off of diesel, and to make diesel you both need to have a squeezer and a fermenter. There we go. Both of those things there. It refines them into diesel, and then you power that. The thing is 1 diesel generator generally needs 2 fermenters and 2 squeezers. And you also have to automate the stuff that goes into both of those, which is usually potatoes for the fermenter, and the squeezer is usually like wheat seeds. Something simple that makes a lot of seeds. So that's going to involve a lot, but since I've done it before, I kind of know... Ooh, unique flavor. I get an extra heart. I kind of know the space that I need it, so I think I'm just going to start outlining that at the very least. I don't think I'll have a full building. I really do need to finish the roof for this one first before I do that. But I'll start at least outlining for that. But the squeezer... So it says... I could make a third squeezer, because 2 for the diesel generator and 1 for just the HOP, but usually I could just stop the diesel generator making and just do that real quick. Crusher. So there's going to be a lot of machines. You have the metal press, so that's 1, 2 fermenters, 2 squeezers, 1 refinery, 1 diesel. Well, actually, I lied. It's not so much you need all that for the diesel generator. It's more for the refinery because of the speed it goes. But yeah. So that's already 7 machines. 8, 9, 10, technically, if you do the pump jack. 11. So it's 11 machines. It's quite a bit. Some of them are big, some of them are not so big. So I'm not too worried. I think we'll have enough space up there. And some of those don't necessarily have to be in the building. So like one of them is the pump jack. That you kind of put where material is, which is really good to have. It just can be annoying, to be quite frank with that. Anyway, we were working on a squeezer. So we're going to need this for the redstone. So we're making iron sheet metal. So it's just 4. I believe it's in this fashion. Yes. I'll go ahead and put the rest in here for now. So 4 iron sheet metal, and that will take 1 copper and some redstone. Go ahead and grab that. Do. And like this, right? Yeah. Woo! All those tasks. Okay. Usually you only need 1 redstone engineering block per machine, so that's why that did that. We're going to need 2 light engineering blocks, which is relatively simple. It's just some more iron sheet metal, copper, and some iron mechanical components, which is just the iron sheet metal, or not sheet metal, but iron sheets with some copper ingots. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do, those are steel, is just grab copper. I'm just going to grab a lot of copper because I'm going to need it. Is that all I needed for that, though? Yeah. Gonna grab that. Gonna grab our sheets. And let's go. Okay. I look at it a billion times and then immediately forget how it's set up, so patience with me. Okay. We have that. We need 4 of these. Now, this makes 1 per. I actually might need more. Yeah, because it's gonna take 16 alone. So let me go ahead and grab some more iron. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the whole stack. It doesn't hurt to. Because if I don't grab it all, I can just go back later. Because I don't believe it'll despawn, because it's technically still in the machine. It just appears like it's lying down. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I believe is how that's working. I don't know. I'll just put that there. This isn't clogging up, right? Crusher is, but that's of course. But this part isn't. Nope. Okay, cool. Look at that go. Also, this might look like I can't jump on it, but for some reason I can. I haven't figured that one out yet. But I can get up here. So this is washing really fast. That's good. I needed 16 of these sheets. Can I grab it? Oh, I grab it all. Well, that's fine. Is that all the sheets that I needed? Yeah, everything else is steel. And I might not have enough steel. So hang on. I'm going to let that run. I'll be back. Let me go look at how much steel has been produced at this point. Boop. Okay. I really like that I don't take fall damage anymore. That's so nice. Okay, so I have 10 steel ingots. Will it be enough is the question. Hang on, I gotta put the slag somewhere. This slag's actually gonna be helpful, I think. What do we make with slag? Concrete? I could put it in the crusher to get sand. That's about all I can do with that. Okay. For whatever reason, I'm like, oh, this will be helpful. I lied to myself. Okay. I needed plates to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can count. There we go. Iron mechanical component, and then I believe it's like this. Yay! Light engineering block. I just need 2 of them. Okay. And now what I need is 3 steel fences, which this is going to make exactly 3, so that's great. There we go. We need 6 steel scaffolding, and that'll also give us exactly I need. Oh, I'm just short by 1 steel ingot, and I can't make rods back into ingots. Darn. Okay. So we'll gotta wait for one more ingot, but what we can do is the 4 wooden barrels, because this is pretty easy. It's just treated wood and then treated wood slabs. So we have enough wood. I would imagine it would be enough. So I just need 4 of these. So I think this is enough. Yeah. There we go. So let's go see if we have one more iron. Iron! One more steel! So that's all I need. Yay! I do. Okay. Cool. Cool. So that'll actually give us exactly what we need. Because all we gotta do is put these on top, like this, and steel scaffolding. Cool. So that'll give us sweet seeds. Thanks. Oh, that's because it wants me to squeeze them. Okay, that makes sense. How many wheat seeds do you have? I have exactly a stack in there. I don't know how I did that, but I'll take it. So I got all of this. So all I need now is I'm going to take all of this with me except for these things. And then where is my projector? There we go. Not the arc furnace. How did I? There we go. We are wanting the... Where is it? Fermenter, right? No. Squeezer. I knew what I was making. Squeezer. Okay. Confirm. Cool. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and go up there and figure out an idea of where to start putting some stuff down, I think. Woo. Okay. Because there's all of this space over here is going to be for immersive engineering. And like I said, I can also build vertical. So if any of y'all have watched my series in the past, I've done a series called Engineer's Life. And I built the arc furnace. I also did this for, I think the one wait. Well, it started with Engineer's Life, and I'm pretty much stuck with that thing. So what I've done in the past for the diesel generator is I built a 2-story thing. So I'll have, how do I have it? I have like a squeezer on the bottom floor and on the top floor just above each other, and then I'll have the fermenter on the other side, and then both of those will connect from the top floor, bring it over to the refinery, and then it'll go over in tubes to actually go down into, where are they? Tanks. Yeah. Go into tanks, and then the tanks will feed into the diesel generator. And I do that so that way I have backup. Because generally, if you do start using a lot of energy, the diesel generator keeps up, but sometimes the squeezers and stuff like get clogged in a way. I don't know why. Generally, I can't seem to find a balance with a lot of the... So, hang on. I need to start. When you do the squeezer and fermenter this way, you have to have your farm automated to a certain point. And not the whole farm, just at least, like I said, wheat seeds and potatoes. Those are generally the main 2 that I go with. I have a hard time trying to find out a good balance to where it doesn't clog up the system by creating too much of one thing and then not enough of another. Because that's generally what happens, because one potato does not equal one seed for the liquid that they create. So generally what will happen is I have too many seeds being produced and not enough potatoes, so the seeds start getting blocked up and it just causes this whole mess, or vice versa. I've always had a hard time trying to balance that out. What ends up happening is, like, I'll have the excess of, like, say, seeds. I'll just have to turn the seed portion off while the potatoes catch up. The problem with that, though, is if you have your diesel generator actually being dependent on, your diesel's not being created as quickly as you would like it to. So it's just this constant, like, back and forth of making too much of one thing but not of another. But I'll figure that out, because since our immersive engineering is going to be over here, my farm stuff's going to be over here anyway, and I'll just have, like, a separate little building over here. I keep gesturing with my hands. You guys can't see that, and I'm aware of that, but I keep doing it. So, like, normal farm stuff here, I'll probably create a little separate building for the potatoes and the seeds. Or if there's something else that can produce it more evenly. Because, like, usually you want to be like, oh, this produces the most amount of ethanol, because that's what the potatoes create. You want to go with that. But if it's creating too much, honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, so if I do the 2-story thing, and I'll probably just use this back wall as, like, where a back of a thing would be, kind of. And this is the squeezer, so it really doesn't matter which one you put, as long as it's rotated correctly. Because the entrance... Hang on. No. Can I see the full thing? No. Size, I got that much. I would like to see... Sneak right click in here to change mode. No, that's not what I want. Anyway, can I see it in here? Okay. So you have your power. Power goes in here. That's the lever. You have an entrance, which is up here, and then the exit where your liquid comes out. So that exit is where you want to focus on. Entrance and exit, they're both kind of important. To me, the least important thing is actually where your power goes. But I like everything to be pretty even. So wherever you see the light engineering blocks is generally where the power is inserted, and then the red engineering block is where your lever would go if you want to control the power. So I'm looking at it here, and I don't want it facing this way. I want the red in the front. So this is about where it would look like. And I think for now, because I'm still working on all this over here, I'm just going to scooch this way a little bit. And we would have it right about there would work. Put it right about there. So all it wants you to do is just like, I kind of know what it is because I've done this a billion times, so excuse me for getting ahead of myself. But once you do a layer, it'll go up to the next layer, and it's just, you just place the blocks down right where you see them, and it's just that easy. So like here, it's asking for fences. Nope. Wait. No, it is asking for fences. It's just being funny. And then here it wants your piston, and I usually have issues with the piston because it wants you to place it a certain way. So I'm going to go ahead and put I'm going to put the piston here, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to grab my piston back and do this. Ugh. Face the right way, please. Can I not make you spin the way I want you to? See, that's the problem I've always had with the kinetic dynamo, is it, or not the kinetic, with the hammer, because it wants to do that. I need to be like right. I can break this. I need to be like right here. There we go. Dude, and then all you do is you take your hammer and you hit the barrels in the center, and there, it's created. You just don't need that. Cool. But yeah, that's all it takes. And like I said, this is the lever. This is where energy would go. And so if we keep it here, our entrance for putting seeds and stuff would go about here. And then the liquid would be pumped out here. So generally, if this is the bottom floor, I would have pipes going up because I would have a second floor. But I'll show you all that once we actually get to that point. Because we're at the end of this episode. I'm not going to have anything powered as of right now because I don't believe we absolutely need to. I think we're more focused on just getting things going. So diesel generator's a good idea. Eventually we'll need that, especially because the arc furnace does use up a lot of power. So that's mostly what that's for here. And also if you do plan on using like the pump jack, and I don't know what it's called because it's actually not a thing I have to build here, but there's a thing that's like the pump jack. Pump jack pumps liquids out of the ground. There is a machine that actually gets ore out of the ground if so needed. And that takes up a lot of power too. So that's generally what the diesel generator's for. But diesel generator's just nice. Anyway, because a lot of power. I'm going to stop talking now. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any tips, tricks, or anything like that, please put it down in the comments below. I always greatly appreciate it. I think in between episodes, I'm just going to go ahead and get like a lot of steel going. And that's pretty much it. Just get a lot of steel going and try to mark out with maybe some basic blocks of where I would want a building to be. I also think I'm going to start... I stopped working on that building because I couldn't figure out a roof, and I also didn't know how tall the roof had to be because I didn't have any of the create items actually built yet in there. But now that I do, I think I can figure out a roof and actually just finish wrapping this around. I am probably going to have to dig this out. So, yeah. I'll do that. But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!